when they needed you. The only soul who's ever completed you. Maybe then you'll get a little heated too, and understand why this is what I need to do. Storms coming, I can see the clouds. No room to save you now. Oh, it's gonna fall. Gravity, gravity. I'm for it, I says you hold me. Yeah, look different. Now you can't bear up gravity, gravity.
We're gonna have to turn it off now so I can to do
Later in my arms, so tiny and red, watched her breathing softly in that warm in bed. Brand new to the world, sleeping on my chest. Haven't known a night since then that I felt so rested. Been a long while since that very first diaper. Every tear that fell, his mama was the wiper. Blink one time and suddenly she's running so strange. Just gotta know her and everything changes. Oh, my darling little child, ain't it funny how time runs wild? How quickly moments turn into years. How quickly you conquer all your fears. One day I'm helping you get dressed, the next you say you can do it best. It's bittersweet knowing the child I really love is the person I'll miss the most versions of. Walked her through the park, let her chase the ball, wander Toys R Us inside the mall. Always stopped at McDonald's for those chicken nuggets. Her first haircut I learned online, had to rough it. And then before I knew it, anime replaced toys, and she says she likes girls and not those boys. She's got school friends now, my plans shift over, 'cause this weekend's their big sleepover. Oh, my sweet blossoming girl, you're still young, you're still my world. These little days keep turning to years, and I'm learning to breathe through all these fears. That life won't always be sugar and spice, and maybe you won't want your mama's advice. It's bittersweet accepting the child I really love is the person I'll miss the most versions of. Life won't stand still and neither will time. I miss all the phases of yours and mine. I can't hold on, those chapters are gone. I just hope you'll always want your mom. Looking at you, good God, you've grown so mature now, coming into your own. Not just bright, not just a sharp mind, but authentically good, loving and kind. I'm grateful I've lived to see this part. It's true to know, to love, to witness the real you. I couldn't be prouder, though I still miss the baby cuddles, the hugs and the kiss. Oh, my wonderful, growing, amazing girl, you're everything I dreamed in the world. You're living your life, living it loud, and your mama is endlessly so damn proud. I always prayed we'd make it to this point, and girl, you do not disappoint. But forgive me, daughter, my unconditional
for me to be able to make people feel better in what are incomprehensibly dark times is really special. So,
You know, hearing Lamb Chop say trans rights are human rights, I'm like, mm, and just everything
trans
else.
rights are humans' rights. Black people's rights are human rights. Women's rights are human rights. Children's rights are human rights. Today, the Supreme Court decided that rather than fund SNAP benefits, they wanted to protect a pedophile. That was the decision today, which is terrible. Absolutely, they should be ashamed of themselves. Their mothers did a terrible job bringing them up, and their fathers. Yes, them too. But that was what? I think their fathers were Satan. So yeah, trans rights are human rights. Everybody should be able to do whatever the hell they want to with people. I mean, Jesus. Lamb chop.
It's all right. We don't have a swear filter on this show
I
at
know,
all.
but she's supposed to have one on her mouth. Sorry.
Hey, this is Sheila here with the Hurricane Girls. You are here on a very special night. It is almost Thanksgiving, and so the regular show has a night off, and I'm here running our best of. But you know, you may recognize some people in this episode. Let's see, where's the green screen at here? Let's see. Are we blurring the background or are we going to remove the background? How about that? Where you at, kiddo? I'm here with my kiddo, the one and only Hermie Chappelle, who is here with me tonight. And you'll see her here in just a moment on the show. And she's definitely got the whole vibe thing going on. Tonight we're going to be watching the episode with my kids. And I do want to remind you, just like you saw just a moment ago, Lamb Chop will be on our show for the season premiere starting in December. The end of December, our first episode will be Lamb Chop, and we'll be interviewing bands like Noxie, Try Anything. And we're just gonna have a great time. But for right now, yeah.
I will probably be on January 20th because
Yes,
because
she'll
that's
be a
the
guest.
day after my birthday. So
She will be a guest on that show, so that's going to be a very, very special time. With that, we'll get to visit just with Hermie, and hopefully, we're just gonna enjoy celebrating her birthday. But right now, here is this week's episode of Hurricane Girls. This is the HURRI-KIDS.
House. Oh, okay.
What a shocker. Yay, we're on live, I think, or it's recording.
Oh
It's
my gosh.
recording. This is the
Okay.
part I will edit out later, but
Yep,
we're going to be on
I
YouTube
see
in a
it.
minute.
Okay.
Sheila, don't forget to hit record.
Sorry, I'm trying to get my stuff together.
Did you
Don't
just
forget
say
to hit
don't
record."
forget to hit record?
She just hit record.
I am going to say absolutely nothing because I expect this abuse, this terrible.
Just remember, you literally asked for all of this.
I literally recruited you for
I
this
have
show.
my blue lights on.
I don't have any lights because I'm currently in the living room.
I have these LED lights that I got for Christmas.
And I have Cosmo.
How do I share this? Let's see. Can I share it?
Yeah, you can share it from YouTube,
What do I do?
but it's not live yet.
Okay.
It's going to be live in just a second. So
I have to go to YouTube.
In just a second.
Let's see. YouTube.
Uno, dos, tres.
Discord.
This meeting is being recorded.
we are
Yeah,
now live on YouTube, everybody. So
Hello.
mind your manners.
Hello, everyone.
We will
Hello.
start in just a few seconds here as soon as I get everything set up on my end.
Also, yes, I am wearing what I'm going to be wearing for picture day. Sue me.
Nice.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
don't have a plan for picture day yet. I'm planning on wearing. I
All
don't
right,
know.
good. All
Close is
right,
a good start.
good start. All right, so
Hello.
here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
We're doing this.
I'll give you the hair tie right off of my wrist. I'll turn it up if you play Taylor Swift. I'll gas you up when you're acting unhinged. If you're done, if you're pissed, I'll help you burn down a bridge. I'm an always got time for my girls, girl. Wherever you are in the world, girl, I'll be right there when you call me up. If you need to cry or wanna get drunk, I'll be your number one hype girl. I got your back in a fight, girl. Round after round, I'm always down. There ain't no doubt I'm a girl's girl. Yeah, there ain't no doubt I'm a girl's girl. Hey. Woo! Round after round, I'm always down. There ain't no doubt I'm a girl's girl.
Good
Okay, but like genuinely,
evening.
why did it zoom in so much on my face? Oh my gosh.
I forgot if I didn't see myself in there, but
It like
you
no,
weren't in
it
the-
started zooming in my fucking forehead.
no, I did not see myself, sadly. But
Only the regular Hurricane Girls in here. Hi, you're watching Hurricane Girls. I am Sheila Chappelle, America's ex-girlfriend, Category 5 Hurricane Girl, and mother to a lot of these people up here on
Yeah.
the panel. So, yeah, it's Tuesday night, and we are having a blast already. If you joined
Yeah.
a little bit early on YouTube, we've got a lot going on. Just to let y'all know, we are on youtube.com at Hurricane Girls. Later on, we'll be on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and
I will be listening to that.
WHTR radio as well. We are certified by the Creator Accountability Network at creatoraccountabilitynetwork.org. If there is anything that you think is offensive or dangerous or unsafe about this show, go talk to them. They'll work with us to make sure everything is corrected. It's so great to see everybody here in the YouTube chat tonight, and big shout out to Serena. And there's Hurricane Morgan and Hurricane Alia there in the chat as well. So, any other hurricanes who want to jump up, when if you get a chance, come on up there. We are here tonight with some very special guests that I'm going to introduce to you in a moment. But first and foremost, our very own Hurricane Sim. How are you tonight?
I'm good. I'm excited for tonight. It's going to be awesome.
Good, good. And plenty of water and plenty of adult beverages for
I
alcohol.
don't have water with
Yeah.
me right now.
I have blueberry water. Also, sorry you see me looking down so much. I'm currently cleaning. I'm pushing my cuticles back.
Okay.
Good nail
So-
care is important.
It
so-
is.
Like-
It is.
I don't have any water with me. I
I have access to
don't
my
know
fridge.
why-
I'll grab water in a minute.
I genuinely don't know why they don't have Calypso blue lemonade drinks anywhere in where I live.
Oh,
That's a major
They're
oversight.
good.
Those things are so good.
They
I
are
only
good.
need one sip.
So just so the rest of you in the universe know, these are my kids here, 4 of the 6 anyway. And I'll introduce you to each of them as we go along. Obviously, you've already met our teenagers here,
Yeah.
starting with my bio kid, Hurricane Hermie. How are you tonight?
I am good. Also, I am wearing what I'm gonna be wearing for the first day of school. If you not the first day of school because oh my gosh, picture day.
Picture day.
Sue me, Grammar Stanley. Go, Grammar Stanley, you.
That is a fat outfit, is how we used to say it back there, which back in the day. Yeah, PH.
Back in that day.
Yeah, that is an amazing outfit. I love that.
Thank you. I took some of it from some cosplays, but yeah.
To my right on the screen right now, Hurricane Alina. How are you tonight? Can you hear me, darling?
Oh my
I don't think so.
We'll get back to Hurricane Lena after these short
yes.
messages.
Yes.
Oh, it me?
Yes, you.
Sorry. Oh my god. I thought you said Alina.
Yes,
Oh my
because
God.
there are so many of your sisters named that. Yes.
I don't know. Okay, well,
No,
hi. I'm
it
doing
was,
amazing.
like a
Sorry,
pause,
my
like,
brain. I was zoned out. I don't know what's happening anymore. I'm doing great. I got to see my cousin that I haven't seen in 2 years. She like just left 15 minutes ago around. So yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Hi there. On the road tonight, Hurricane Cat. How are you tonight? Can you hear me?
Hello, everyone. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah,
So happy to be here, and I will be off the road momentarily.
Okay. We start a little bit early there in the central part of the nation there. And taking care of the mom duties over here is Hurricane Britt. How are you tonight, darling?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
All right.
Good.
I hear my granddaughter over there. She's adorable and like getting older. And I don't know how to handle that, honestly.
Excuse me.
I don't know either.
Yeah, she's coming up.
That means I'm getting old too.
So the barely contained chaos tonight are my kids here. And
Yeah.
we're going to talk about a lot. I just wanted everybody to get to meet them. It was initially just going to be Britt and Kat, but also the Hermie and Drew got a little bit jelly. So
Yep. You can't just leave
here.
us out, bro.
Yeah.
You can't just leave us out. Just can't just leave us out, sis.
That was the first bro of the night. There,
I'm
just so
sorry.
you
I'm
know.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. Just to
It's
let
just-
y'all know,
it's racked into my brain.
all of you who are out there and watching, I do want to let you know what's coming up on this show and what you can expect of the
I'm
next
also
couple
curious,
of months. November and December, we're going to be taking a hiatus so we can all recharge and get rebooted for next year. But in October, we will be speaking with Michi Rivera Acosta. And we will also be visiting with Amber, aka Miss Andre, on this show. Our friend Miss Emily will be dropping her new album, and we'll be dropping
Ooh,
by
nice.
Hurricane Girls to talk about that new album.
Awesome.
And in September, coming up this next month, we will meet the band Stone and Snow, folk band here that will be performing live in Toledo. And we will then also meet Natural Velvet, an alt rock band, and Blank Era, a heavy metal band from Nashville, Tennessee, who's very amazing and I've been interacting with a lot lately. Next week, from the show Gilmore Girls, Renee Bell will be here. She played Luke's girlfriend, not Luke's girlfriend, Kirk's girlfriend,
I was
Lulu.
gonna say, bite your tongue, man.
No. We're not.
That'll
We're
upset
not
the
shipping.
fandom real quick.
We're not shipping Lulu and Luke. That would be too many Lus.
I
Um,
don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Gilmore Girls.
I don't know what that
know,
is.
but
Really.
like, I haven't even watched it. Okay, you can't
You
blame
need
me.
to.
I'm
You've got to.
turning my LED lights to yellow right now.
It's got to be.
There we go.
It's a generational thing. Like honestly, it's a comfort show. So
It is
if
a
you want to
comfort
learn
show.
more about Renee next week and learn about the soaps she makes and sells, she will also be talking about those
neat.
too.
Neat.
Yeah.
Hello,
And joining
sisters.
us down in the bottom box here tonight is Hurricane Momo. How you doing, darling?
Hello, hurricane sisters and nieces. Oh my
Yes.
God, I'm tired. This was supposed to be my off day, but I seen the nieces, so I said, all right, fine. Here I am.
Well, I'm glad that you're here and looking fucking phenomenal while
Yeah,
you're
I-
doing it.
Very
Okay,
good here,
we're
honestly.
changing my lights to white.
So,
What you got there, Momo?
Oh, I'm just dragging a certain person. It's an
Oh,
inside
man.
joke.
Oh,
If you
man.
know, you
listen,
know.
What?
if you know,
Oh,
you
man.
know. And if you don't know, you don't need to
No,
know.
if you don't know,
I'm
you
sorry,
don't
Okay.
Hermie.
I don't know.
That's okay.
That's okay.
That is
So,
okay.
the way things started here in 2012, I was in China and had a little problem in as much as that me and my partner were going to have a baby, and it turned out to be this one. She was born in China in 2012. It's the first time I became a mom, and I've been very lucky since then to
And then we met in
Also, fun fact,
October
I've actually
2023.
been, hold on. Fun fact, I have been to the Great Wall of China as a
as
baby.
an infant in a swaddler
It's just
Just
an
rub it in.
infant.
Just
Drew,
rub it in, why don't you?
Lena, I picked up about 2 or 3 years ago in a relationship that I was in, but you don't break up with kids. This is my stepdaughter, Lena,
And you're
and
still friends with my mom. Very much so.
yes, very much
I
so.
mean, we met at like a Halloween party. That's what
We wouldn't stop talking.
what
Quite literally.
it is.
Then this talking has
Yeah,
not
like-
stopped since.
I'm
I-
shocked
okay,
by that.
genuinely-
I'm totally shocked.
genuinely,
No one
I-
stopped talking.
Genuinely, I thought you were 15 at first. I was just like, oh,
I'm not 15.
you.
I
I don't
forget
know.
my own
You
age.
looked 15.
I was 11.
Precocious
Can you believe
puberty,
that?
the thing. And then later on down the road, met Britt and Kat, and we chose each other because they wanted a mom, I wanted some daughters, and here we are. So it's been a lovely growing family. For all the people out there who say trans women can't have kids, here you are. Hi.
I'm right
Yeah.
here.
Yes.
We
And
proved
I
them
am
right.
also fabulous. And I am
Oh.
fabulous, just like my mom.
I'm
Yeah,
also
so-
fabulous, just like my mom.
We're all
Yes.
fabulous.
Yes, we are.
Feel like a fab queen.
Cat's cool
just
as
not
hell
fabulous
in there
right
with
now
their
because-
with their shades on and everything, like stunning shades going.
Shades. I
Yeah.
have prescription sunglasses. Hold on.
Hermie looks like a cute version of Wednesday, the blonde version. Looks so adorable.
Thank you.
She does.
Thank
yeah.
you. I'm gonna be wearing it for picture day tomorrow.
Hermie has the most kinetic motion of all of us right now, I think.
So
These
But
are my prescription sunglasses.
I went from having one kid to 6 and 2 grandkids. Well, one and one on the way. And so I could not be more
One's
proud.
traveling right now.
Yeah.
Sounds like you've gotten busy, Mama.
I mean, you know, the only thing I missed out on is the creation part. So yeah.
So let's talk about that. So let's maybe, and I don't know, Sheila, if do you have like an agenda for like questions or things
I
that
don't, honestly.
Okay. So then I'm going to hijack this because I was
Okay.
really excited to kind of take this opportunity to get to know everybody and kind of, because some of you I've talked to more than others. Some of you we're mutuals, you have my phone number, things like that. We've gotten to know each other. Some of you we're going to catch up. We just haven't had the opportunity yet. But so I'm looking forward to kind of getting to know the genesis of how you all came into each other's lives. Like Hermie, obviously, you know,
I was the biological one.
The goddess smiled down and said, "Here you go, you lucky child. They were gonna throw you in here, and there you go." Do you have? But I want to start with you. Do you have you been told a story about your birth, like how you came to be in the world? Like sometimes parents kind of tell our kids like the story. Do you have a story?
I not off the top of my head.
I don't either.
You were timed to be born. She was very planned. Hermie was. You were timed to be born during the Chinese New Year festival, so that we could have time off from work to have you. And yeah, and
yeah,
she was
January
born
18th.
in a very small hospital in a city called Shiyan in China. That it was not the most up to date of medical facilities. The
Also, I was C-section.
yes, because she came out ass first. Right. So
Already
yeah.
telling the world where to kiss it. I get it.
Oh
Right.
Lord.
Definitely your mother's daughter. I get it.
The doctors were basically saying it's C-section or nothing. She had the C-section was performed in an operating room with open windows, a non-sterile environment.
Oh no.
Hello?
So
What could go wrong? What could be bad about that?
let me just
Yeah,
make a
Elsa?
really quick commentary on the American medical system, though. Like, we can talk about how sterile that hospital room was,
Also for the
but
also for those of you who do not speak Italian, I just said what in Italian.
okay.
I don't speak it, but like I learned how to say what in Italian. C'è cosa?
I mean, I know a lot of German.
I know Spanish.
She was born in that hospital, and it cost us $900 out of pocket.
Damn.
For the whole thing.
What?
Damn.
For the whole thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, $900 converted into
So
Chinese
cheap.
yuan. It was extremely cheap. Now, granted, we got an unsterile operating room. However, like the medical costs there were so far below what they would cost, because a C-section here you're looking at, I think, 25 to 30,000 without.
Oh, easy.
insurance.
Yeah, easy. The only reason I was able to afford mine was because I worked for the state at the time. So, I had good insurance.
We didn't have any, we didn't need to have insurance at the time because medical care was super, super cheap. And so she was born. We stayed in the hospital for about a week and then took her home. Her mom got serious pneumonia because of the conditions, but
Right.
we were able to get through it and then bring her into the world, and here she is.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So then I'm gonna pick on people at random here. So
At random?
At random. So you're good. We covered your story of how things came to be. So now
hey then.
we'll get back to you.
Okay.
So let's see. Hurricane Cat, if you're available, my dear, can you tell us how you entered each other's lives? How did that come to be? And secondarily, when was the moment that you went from knowing like this is a really cool person to like this is my maternal presence that I've needed?
So I've been looking for a mom for a long time. And essentially my sister, Britt, she was my mom. And I have had mother figures in the past, but one of them passed away. Either that or they just all up and leave. And so I had been mourning the loss of my biological mom for a long time. And honestly, it was just like the last piece of the puzzle for me. And I was getting to the point where, I'm over it. I'm not dwelling on what could have been or what has happened. I'm just accepting what it is.
You're about to become a mom yourself. So it was about to become full circle.
Yes. And not only that, but I guess 28 is like, it's not Venus rising, but it's like something like it's a big milestone where you kind of shift mentalities. And Brittany introduced me to Sheila, and she was like, I take what Brittany said. I mean, like, Brittany was my unofficial mom before that. So I take what she says and I run with it. I always trust her judgment. I always trust kind of where her head's at. And she said, yeah, Sheila is amazing. And we got to know each other a bit more. And I needed somebody, and Sheila was actually there. She shows up, and that's actually very rare.
Well, and the great thing about Sheila is that sometimes she knocks on the door, taps a little bit, and then sometimes she just knocks the bitch down. You know.
And I never felt
sometimes she just kicks it
awkward.
in and goes ding dong.
Some people, whenever
Like,
you meet them,
baby,
you're like, oh, I don't know, maybe, you know what I mean? But for her, it was with her, it was never like that. I mean, immediately, I was just like, I feel like cosmically connected to this person.
Mhm. And how long ago was that now that you've been identifying like and that you've been part of the family? Like how long has that been for you?
I would say it's been like 2 months, 2 or 3 months, maybe. Time has been flying like crazy, so
It
sometimes
really
it's
feels like
hard for me to
forever.
keep track. But
Right.
I mean, yeah, like we were texting back and forth, but then we had this like our one of our first conversations, and it was so deep, and I felt so heard. And from there, I started watching you guys on the Hurricane Girls every single week, and I just feel like it's a privilege to be in her orbit. She's one of those people that, she's like a star and you want to be in her orbit. You want to, like, you're
I'm a
attracted to it. You're gravitationally pulled to it.
I'm a
That's a good
star.
way to
I'm a
sum it up.
super duper star.
It's a good way to put it. That's a very, very good way to put it.
I love that. I did do my makeup before the show, just so everybody knows, in case it ends up coming off during the show for some
I'm
reason.
I
sorry.
wanted
I
to
look
so bad.
I look like a hot mess right now because I forgot about everything, and
You're
I just
fine. You look gorgeous. What are
I
you
didn't do
talking
my
about? You
makeup.
look amazing. You look fine.
Oh, thank
Girl,
you.
I just
look
rather
good.
not.
So all
I
right.
just rather.
So go ahead. Sorry.
I just rather not look like a fucking troll while on the fucking screen. I don't know.
You don't look like no troll though. Stop it.
Okay. I do makeup like this one to make me feel good, and also because I don't like looking like a troll most of the time,
Army.
like a mountain troll.
The
You're
number
just gonna
one
keep saying
reason,
it.
the
All
number
right.
one reason is the most important reason because it makes you feel good,
Right.
Original
Exactly.
not
fan.
for anybody else.
All
Yeah.
right. So Lena, is it Lena or
Lena.
Lena?
Lena.
Lena. Okay.
I honestly, I do not mind when people call me Lena, but I like Lena too.
Okay. So can you tell us your story, your genesis of things? You
Yes.
touched on it a little bit earlier
I
at the
know.
top of the
So
show.
I
with
remember the
Sheila.
whole story. So
Okay.
so my mom, she's friends with someone, and we usually go to this Halloween party because the year before that we went, so I was like getting excited or whatever. So I was excited that I got to go again. So I was dressed since it was a costume party.
You were dressed as girl from Invader Zim.
Yep. So, and then I see somebody with a Nezuko costume. So I'm like,
That was me.
and I'm like, wait,
That
I
was
dressed as
me.
Nezuko last year. So you know what? I'm gonna go talk to this person. So it turned out to be Herbie. We we started talking, and she shows me like her entire like camera gallery, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like a dream come true. We're like talking and talking and talking up a storm, and eventually Sheila and my mom like they start talking because like Sheila finds out that her daughter's yapping up a storm to some other girl. So we get our what's it called when you get yourself drawn, like, so me and Hermione,
A caricature.
yeah, we got each other drawn together, and I still have it somewhere in my room.
I have it in my camera roll, and I've never deleted it since.
Never delete that. So
Never.
I
That is sacred.
And then, like, after that day, me and Hermione, like, we gave each other, like, it was either our number or something else, but we, like, talked every day, it felt. And also, at some point, Sheila and my mom dated. They broke up, but it's perfectly okay because me and Hermione still hang out. And so do
It's
me and
Hermie, by the
Sheila.
way.
Well, Hermie, my bad. I'm struggling to remember things. Please forgive me. I'm, like, genuinely
It's okay.
sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, then me and
Go ahead.
and then Wednesday, me and my mom are planning to go over to your house, Sheila. So
Yep, see you tomorrow.
I wish I could be there too, bro.
oh, I wish you could. Maybe, I mean, actually, No, not Zach, because he has school. But I'm probably gonna hang out with Zach Friday.
Well, she left out a few key points. And yes, that her mom and I did date.
I forget some
And
things. That's
we
why.
dated probably over the course of, I think it was like 6 months, and Drew was a constant in my life. And sorry, Lena was a constant in my life. And
Yeah.
just all sort of always there. Her and Hermie, uh, to say they were best friends would be to grossly understate it, because they were much more like sisters. I've never seen sisters that don't fight. They've had maybe one fight this whole entire time, and mostly they're just sisters. And it sort of like, Lena, you and I had developed a sort of a relationship, like a stepmom stepdaughter relationship, and to the point that you were calling me your stepmom to people you knew, and then your mom and I didn't work out, which is, like you said, it's okay. We're still the best of friends, but I was not ready to stop being your stepmom, because I don't believe in breaking up with kids.
I don't either.
Yeah. So having her around has been like,
And that's
there's
not
just so much
motherhood.
energy. Yeah. There's so much energy. Yeah, you're right. It's not motherhood to give up on a kid.
I'm
So
very, very much an extrovert, I admit. I'm one of those people that if you
no.
run into me in public, I will like, and I like an
This is
outfit
some
of yours or
life-changing
something.
information.
Hi,
This
or
is
like the best me in
very
public. I'm just,
life-changing
hi,
information. Oh my god, I
hi, that's
never
me in
knew
public.
this existed.
Oh my gosh.
I
So
never knew this. Oh
that's
my
the
god.
Lena story there.
And like I'm kind of an ambivert, which means kind of like introvert
Both.
and extrovert.
And Brit's off camera right now taking care of the granddaughter right now, but I can tell you,
Aw.
um, Brit came along about the same time as my other adopted daughter Sam, who y'all have met if you've watched previous shows. Um, we were in the same TikTok lives together. When I met Sam, I was talking to Sam, and Sam was talking about me being her adopted mom. And
Mm-hmm.
then Britt was like listening to some of the things that were said about me, and she was like, I wish I had a mom like you. And I was like, okay. It's like,
And you adopted her right there.
right there
I
on
I
the
I was there
spot.
when that happened. That was it was beautiful.
And that was it. That's been it. And I've told Britt and Kat, and of course all the others, like, they're like, I don't know how to explain this maternal instinct, but mothers know, right? And I just knew the second that I knew that there was a them to love, that I love them. Like, it didn't take me a whole phone call or a whole text thread with Kat. Like, I knew right off the bat that this was my child, and that what I was saying was not going to be just some sort of fun little internet thing. It was like, nope, it was serious. It was for real. And Britt can fill in like the rest of the blanks for that
Well, that's what I wanted to hear
if
from
she
her
wants to.
perspective, because you
Yeah.
just started talking and I was like, eh.
I
Yeah.
had to I know it's not allowed on TikTok. Am I allowed to vape on screen?
Yes,
It's YouTube. You go right ahead, my
you
dear.
can vape on YouTube, yes.
Hey, Britt.
So we're just at your turn now. So we're just having a discussion about the genesis of how y'all came into each other's lives, and that moment that you went from like I like this person, they're cool, to like I really feel a strong connection with them, like a really strong maternal sense. So mom was kind of jumping in while we were waiting for things on your end, but I want to hear from your perspective, like how that genesis occurred.
So for me, like honestly, it was pretty instantaneous. I don't think we were that far in. And we were on somebody's live that neither of us even associate with. And I remember it was Sam was basically like, talking about how you were her mom. And I was like, once I realized that it wasn't like, bloodline biological in that way, I was like, I've always wanted something like that. And I pretty much said that immediately. And right away, mom was just like, okay, you're my kid now. So it was almost like love at first sight, but like for family.
I would say same for me. I now that you said that, I 100% agree. It's definitely like it's love at first sight, but like parental or maternal.
It was
So
that way for me too.
I want to make sure that we hold space for the people that for the girls that aren't here tonight, for the people that aren't here, the kiddos that are not here. So, Sheila, Sheila, can you talk a little bit about Sam and how that relationship happened?
Yeah, Sam, one thing about Sam that y'all know if y'all have seen her here is she was born in China, and that obviously puts someone in an interesting place for me because I called China home for 10 years, and I am especially I have a special place in my heart for Chinese women because so often they're hard done by, they're looked over, they're not valued like Chinese boys and men are. Um, and she was in this live, like Britt was talking about, and then um, I must have mentioned Lena and Hermie, and she made a statement that, I wish I had a mom like you, because Sam was abandoned as a child in China, and she was then adopted by a wealthy American family who, as soon as she was 17, they were done. She wasn't cute anymore, and she wasn't a nice little decoration for them, so they abandoned her too. And she'd never known a mom, and all I could feel was my heart going out to this person, and especially with all the challenges that she has, but being such a brilliant and wonderful young lady, I couldn't help but feel drawn to her. And I was like, you know what, very similar to Britt, I was like, you know what, I'll be your mom. And it was sort of that thing where she just started calling me mom. We started, she, in the part where I really knew it took on was when she said, hey, I want you to have my location. I want to put you in, find and I was like, okay, fine, great. She's like, because I want to feel like you're watching over me every day. And I was like,
That's so
yeah,
sweet.
I mean, of course, and that it's never like with any of the kids here or offline here, it's always been a sort of instantaneous, like I loved you the moment I knew that there was a you to love. And that is, it sounds strange because who does that, but also at the same time, when if and Ev is also Hermie's best friend.
Yep, since
Has
fifth grade.
been Hermie's best friend. Um, Without saying too much, in case certain people are watching, she and I have a lot or they and I have a lot in common. If you know, you know.
You haven't met my best friend, but my best friend looks up to you, Sheila. I told my best friend about you, and she said, that is a very, very pretty woman. Her name is Moth/Hayden, so she goes by a lot of names.
I'm aware of them. Yeah.
But they're very, very
Also,
cool, and they look up to you. But you haven't talked to them, I'm pretty sure. But I do have their Pinterest because I can't talk any other way.
But that they were like, hey, can I be your kid too? And I'm like, absolutely. You've been my daughter's best friend for forever, and
for like 2.5 years now. About to be
yeah,
3.
which is
Gotta be 3 in February.
forever in a junior high lifetime there. And so, that sort of has been that way, this whole time. They have, like, each of my kids and I have a different relationship because obviously there are other parental units involved as well, but they're all special in their own special way. And whether it's me and Britt and Kat, having a hour-long three-way conversation, or whether it's Drew coming over and having a horror movie night at my place, or Hermie just having taken her from the moment they brought her out of the hospital and put her in my arms. I mean, it's all been, every relationship I think is special. And I've been told this whole time that you will never be a mother, or you can't be a mother. But somehow I keep feeding and raising cis people's kids.
You're just like greet the world with open arms, greet the world with open arms. But it's with like people you see as like your children.
What were you guys say, Kat? You look like you almost choked on something. Also, I love Hurricane Katie Bug. Yeah.
Well, and also,
I can't hear.
I
I
don't
can't
feel
hear what you said though, Kat. I don't know if you're muted or not.
it's not showing that she's muted, but I can't hear
No.
her.
Maybe a microphone issue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably is.
If you need to switch over to the phone, you can. But I
But
can't,
also,
we can't hear you. What were you
when
gonna
we
say,
were
Sam?
talking about Sam too, I want to remind people that a lot of the things that we were talking about, you can go back to our show, season 3, episode 8, because Sam was on the show that day. So a lot of the things that we're talking about, even though Sam's not here tonight, it's, she talked about, referenced on the show earlier, on the show previously. So these are things that she would openly discuss if she was here.
Right. No.
With her
Yeah,
background
no.
and everything.
Definitely.
It took me a second. I had to find the episode. That's what I was looking for when I was looking at my phone. I was kind of scrolling back.
I missed her. Is she doing okay?
Haven't Sam, for those of you who've kept up, Sam had a heart attack a couple of weeks ago and was hospitalized, and she's been off and on since then. The energy levels have been fluctuating, but she also does a lot of she also has epilepsy too, so there's that too. She has a lot of health challenges. Yeah.
I want to go back to Hermie for a second. So Hermie, you've been graced with the, well, as I've called it before, when I've talked to Mary about like all of the hurricanes, wrapping themselves around her kids, you've kind of had the same, experience where it's like you now have the Insta family, just add water, how has that been an adjustment for you, kind of having all these siblings all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but over the last, few months, to the last couple of years, like what's that been like for you from transitioning from an only child to like Insta family?
Well, with Lena, it was like easy. Like we got along instantly, and then when the other 3 came along, it was a bit harder to like get like comfortable, I guess. But I am very much comfortable now. It just took me a bit of time. But yeah. And like since all y'all like do all these great things, like Lena, you're an animator. Britt, I don't know what you do now, but you were a vet tech. So
do that.
And Kat, I don't know what you do, but you also did amazing things. And I was just like, I know I was good at art. So I don't know. It was just trying to find my skill that I have in my own unique way in this whole family that we have right here.
The designer for this logo, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like your relationship with your mom Sheila has changed at all in any way with the additions
No, not
of
really.
the siblings? Do you feel like it's
No.
strengthened it in some ways, like to
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah. Obviously.
well, talk about that. You say obviously, but like for you, like how has it strengthened for you?
Well, I mean, it's always like since like 2020 when we moved here, like
Mhm.
it's been like absolutely good. But like with the new added siblings, it's like it kind of like strengthens like how like a family bond with their siblings and like their whole family is.
Mhm.
She was worried
Right.
at first, I think, about whether my attention to her would be distracted, I think.
Can I do my take on having all of these like online siblings that I haven't met yet?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
Okay,
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 so
hold on.
Give
oh,
her me just a
Bree, go ahead.
second.
First, like first off, I want to say when I was younger, I also asked that question.
Which question? I'm sorry.
The like attention thing. If I
Oh,
ever
Well,
had like siblings, what I
oh,
did now. I don't know. It's what is with me and these like type of prediction type of things. Cause it was a hypothetical at first, but now it's just like this. And also, I was just like one year, I think it was like in 2020, 2021, like we were driving in the car and like Mom Sheila and one of her friends were talking. And I was just like, this is so entertaining. You guys should you should do a podcast. And then here we are.
right. Well,
And a
there's
lot
that.
of different things have come up as like I don't know, like they're like come true now.
mhm.
Are you psychic?
I don't think so. It's just by accident at this point.
It's intuition that I
Right.
feel that all femme people have.
I don't know.
I
Maybe
agree.
Apollo.
I agree with that.
Maybe Apollo just gave me the gift of prophecy out of nowhere.
I mean, I think sometimes when you throw things out into the universe, the universe responds in one way or another. Sometimes you like the answer, sometimes you don't, but
Okay,
the universe
that
listens.
that reminds me of something. So when I was younger, I was kind of religious, rather, because my grandparents shoved it down my throat. I'm not religious anymore that much. I believe in stuff like Aphrodite's and Hermes and like all of
Like
those
the Greek gods.
Greek goddesses. So I literally prayed for a sister. Like, I'm not even joking. Okay, so
And then you got one.
and no, I have two actually, because one is at my father's house, Sophia. I got her first, and she's very nice. She's kind of the opposite of me, but she's also
Sam, you're here.
Sam.
Hey, I'm so
Hi.
sorry. I'm like the time difference totally got me fucked up. Like,
Oh, you're fine, darling.
You're right on
Welcome.
time, my love.
Right on time.
Hey, Sam.
hey guys.
Damn.
I'm so happy to see you.
Sam, you want to see my outfit right now?
Yes, I would love to.
I'll show you mine after.
So I guess now you get to ask Sam that question that you asked the others.
Okay,
Okay,
so
my shirt. Wait, I wanted to show her my shirt.
no,
Okay,
show
Okay,
show
let's
her
see
your
the
shirt
shirt.
because if you
my
don't,
shirt.
we'll be
It
ADHD
says,
back to it.
"I didn't hit you. I high-fived your face."
I love
I've wanted to do that. I've
Great.
wanted to
Oh
do
my
that
God.
to a lot of people.
Honestly, real.
All right, so I've been asking, we've been talking with the group, and it's been organized chaos. So I'm glad that you're here. And I asked this to Hermie yesterday, and she'd never heard the question. But I said, have your ears been burning? Right, meaning we were just talking about you. So it was great that you popped up. But basically, I had started by kind of asking everybody like, what was the genesis of how Sheila came into your life, and was there a moment that like you went from realizing like this is a really cool person to like I feel like that connection to like a like a motherly the motherly connection?
Well, Mom and I met on someone's TikTok live,
Mhm.
and when she heard my story about how I was abandoned in China and how my adoptive family are basically Trumpist POSs,
Mm-hmm.
and how I was basically verbally abused and financially abused. She just felt the desire to step up for me because ultimately, apart from my mother-in-law and my husband, I don't really have anybody.
And now look at all the people.
So
you
like
do.
for you, like was it like instantly comfortable with her, or
Oh,
like
absolutely. I felt like I could talk to her about anything.
and then how is it kind of how has it been like changing your life for you to like have all these siblings now in your life that you can turn to, then you can kind of connect with?
It's really nice because I don't feel as alone anymore. Like I have to rely on like one or two people. But I have a whole support network now, even though the distance may be long and far. The closeness that we have, it's pretty much like everyone's next door.
I love that. So any of you that were kind of like used to being like, especially the older kids, if you came from like a mindset of kind of like doing things on your own so much, like as the default, like having to have to be independent because you didn't have anybody, like have you had to remind yourself at times like I have people now I can turn to, I have family, and I have to remember that when I'm going through something I can reach out to them and talk to them, and I have people, like does that ever happen to you, like you have to remind yourself?
I mean,
Oh, sorry.
And that's an open question to anybody.
I've done it even with people.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes. And like Sam, when you were saying, you guys can hear me, right?
Yes, we can hear
you're
you.
good now. We
Okay,
couldn't hear you
good, good,
before.
good. When you were saying that, like all you have is your husband and his mom, I'm in literally the exact same boat. It's me and my fiance's mom in the house, and like I really don't have anybody. And even Sheila can attest. I would just kind of be blowing her off in a way, not blowing her off as in like ignoring, but just kind of like to myself. And even she had to remind me, like, girl, you can come to me, like, you don't have to deal with everything alone. But it's just like, it's my coping mechanism is that if I'm going through something, I always assume nobody wants to hear it, nobody, keep it to yourself. And so, especially as I've gotten older, I used to be very expressive. I used to tell everybody how I was feeling and be really in tune with my emotions. And as I've gotten older, part of a coping mechanism is for me to just like retreat within myself and just act like I can take care of it all by myself, because there have been times in my life where I didn't have anybody that I could call.
You and I are very similar in that situation because my issues are so heavy and I've dealt with so much trauma and some of it is still continuous. I just feel the best thing to do in order to self-preserve. It's difficult for me to reach out and ask for help because it's difficult for me to accept that I have people because I've been a lone wolf for so long that everything I've been through with my adoptive family, it's been ingrained to me that I am unlovable, I'm too much, and no one could ever deal with me. So I'm just shit on my own.
You're not that at all. And I know we all know that, like, consciously, but it's like, I feel like with Sheila, it helps us subconsciously remember that a little better. Because, I mean, whenever you've been told that your whole life, that you can't just get rid of that, it stays with you.
Yeah,
Okay.
and honestly, I've been going through a bit of a depression recently because of everything I've been going through. Like I couldn't move, I couldn't function, and my husband even got burnt out, and he's still recovering from that burnout because I was struggling with a lot of SI thoughts and that kind of thing because of the situation I'm in, and I was too afraid to reach out to mom or anyone else because if I just burn people out, then I actually compared myself to an atom bomb. If you're not incinerated in the immediate, if you're not incinerated immediately, then you'll not last through the fallout.
I get that, Sam.
It's a shame that you don't have like a therapist on like speed dial, that you could talk to, like a safe place at any point in time that you
Mhm.
don't have to worry about like burning out with.
I know it's
Tim, you're
hard.
talking about yourself, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
If only there was somebody like that.
If only
If
there was somebody who was
only.
available to you 24/7 for the rest of eternity. If only. I don't know.
Okay.
Tim,
Okay.
can I
So,
shout
like,
you out real quick for that? Because I just want to say, I think you're an amazing human,
Me
and
too.
being accepted with Sheila, like, means that you pretty much automatically accepted us, and we're like, hey, I'm here for you. And it gives my heart the warm fuzzies. You're such a good person, and
Aw,
I
thank you.
consider you like a
Sam,
aunt.
I've been like, okay, like ever since we talked, I think it was on that live because we haven't talked that much, but I just want to say I adore you as a person. You're really nice to me,
Aw,
and you're amazing.
thank you.
You're welcome.
just like back to that one topic, like opening up to like people that like I don't know. I sometimes I've heard I just don't tell people stuff even when I do have people to talk to because I don't know. I just feel like I have to deal with it by myself sometimes. Just
Okay,
like get
with
it.
my struggles, I'm very open about my struggles. I talk about my struggles very openly to very close friends on Discord. I have an online friend group and I have an entire Discord server because if you don't know, I post my animations on TikTok. I don't want to spread my username because I'm anonymous on there. I do not like
Yeah.
showing my face. But I have a Discord server full of fans and very like supportive friends. Let me check how many members I have now because
You got a few. Yeah.
I
Like-
have a lot of members in my server. I have let's see.
Drew's not the quiet one. Just
I have
Yeah,
22
yeah,
members.
I don't think we could tell.
Yeah, I
No.
have around 20
But
members
I-
because two of those people are the same account and I was supposed to ban them a couple days ago because let's just say they were abusive to one of my friends.
Hermie does like, yeah, I understand that this is kind of a Chappelle trait, honestly, is sometimes when you're dealing with stuff, you don't reach out because you feel like you should. You
Like-
should have to deal with it. You should be able to deal with it on your own, right?
Well, then
yeah,
also when
I don't want to. Also, I
Sorry.
don't want to feel like a burden to other people with my emotions sometimes, and it's just like also with like other things unrelated to emotions. I don't want to feel like a burden or like I'm like being like
being
I
too
want to.
much.
Yeah.
Because when I was in jail, I had to realize, I mean, I had to learn very quickly, and everything I've learned is through trauma, is that no one is coming to help me, and I need to understand and get with the program very quickly that I need to keep to myself, head down, mouth shut, and just comply so that way it doesn't get me into any more trouble.
But I think that's a common thread that I think a lot of you have, unfortunately, is this lesson that you were taught, unfortunately, that family is conditional, right? You have to meet certain criteria in order to be accepted on one level or another. And that's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit.
That's the biggest piece of dog shit.
And I think that's the takeaway. It's like, like Britt, you mentioned that, you were so appreciative of like, of me being so accepting and everything when Sheila was accepting. But, the reality is that, when I use words like sister, when I use words like family, like to me, those mean something. Like Sheila and I are sisters, in every way, shape, or form. She crashed into my life at a time that I didn't know I needed her, and everything that came with it, and it's been, I mean, I have a biological sister who I love and adore, and and the relationship is very different, of course, but Sheila is still my sister, in every way that counts. And so that means by definition, her kids are my family too, and so, there's never a time where I can imagine not being available to you, to any of you, if you need anything. and I will always do what I can to help you, because that's what family is, right?
Mhm.
And by the way, that doesn't make me like something special, right? This should be the bare minimum. The people that let you down, and put you in those positions and taught you those lessons, those were horrible people that should not have been in those types of roles if they didn't want kids, because they didn't understand what family meant. And now you have people in your life that do understand. And so it takes some readjusting, right? Because trauma is real and it's a bitch, and it doesn't magically go away just because you now have a family that's, that's awesome, right? That trauma still carries with you those lessons, and that's hard. But the great thing about having a family now is that you have people to unpack that trauma with you, and it's not going to be too much. It's never going to be too much. There's not anything that you can't talk to people about. You can choose to keep things to yourself, and that's okay too, but you always have the option to open up on whatever level you feel comfortable or safe, because uh any of us hurricanes are here for you.
Yes.
Also, not that this was, not that I like have like any sort of like family that like treats me in that way. I don't think. But like sometimes my mom Priscilla can be a bit ignorant of certain things. Like I literally mentioned that I was a lesbian to her once, and like this was a whole situation. It was like because we went to this pride event, because me and my mom Sheila, we went to this pride event once, and so like there was like a mini like kid friendly drag show and stuff, and she posted it on Facebook, and my mom Priscilla saw. They had a whole conversation, and somehow it led up to like mentioning me being a lesbian and stuff like that. And like she's just like, no, she only likes like anime boys, which I have stated multiple fucking times that they are not real and it should not be considered as real because they're not. And also they're more on the feminine side too. So
Right.
yeah.
Absolutely. Well, and here's the thing. Ultimately, even in defense of your mom Priscilla, and I've not met her, no parent is perfect, and even ones that do their best on any given day, we're not perfect. We fuck up. We make mistakes, and even in good families that are out of love, we fuck up. I love my daughter to pieces. I'm blessed with one daughter, and I love her to pieces. But she'll be the first to tell you I've made a lot of mistakes, because we're still learning, and I think that's what the key to successful parenting is like your willingness to still continue to learn and do better.
And yeah,
Also,
take accountability and like keep showing up, because
Right.
it is really, 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 really difficult. Like, especially I feel like for femme people, AFAB people, that we like need to know where we come from, so that basically it's just this entire rejection from, I forgot where I was going, but
You're
also,
talking about AFAB
like,
people and knowing where you came from, and
also,
okay,
and like also now I mention like a billions of times, like every time there's like something like pride or like lesbian related, I'm like, oh, that's me, and like shit like that, so like she won't forget, and shit like that. But also like I have told her like a few times, and like a time before, and so I didn't think she would like be a bit
I'll give her credit where credit is due, though. She did help you make that lesbian flag dress.
Okay.
Yep, she did. But
Britt,
okay.
I'm sorry,
But
Britt, you look like you're about to say something.
Yeah, I remember what I was gonna say is
Yeah.
like our parents really have to do bad, like real bad, and keep doing bad and keep doing real bad. Like even to this day, if either of my parents would just be like, I'm sorry, I love you, I'm not trying to hurt you, like, and want to continue a relationship, even though they've done horrendous things to me, I would want to try to have a relationship. So I feel that whenever people become estranged, it's just such a, like, it's the final straw. There have been so many other things that we have tried. We've begged for them to show up for us, and they just don't want to.
And what a lot of people don't understand is no one wants to be estranged. It's like you said, it's a last resort.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm an estranged child. I haven't talked to my parents in 4 or 5 years now.
And
It's
that's why, and that's on abusive parenting.
Yeah,
yeah.
my stepmom, her name's I'm not gonna keep her name out of this. I'm just gonna call her C. C, she Okay, so I remember. So I was in the kitchen making food one day, and she said like something about pride. Back to the topic of pride. Like I don't know. She said, "Okay, I do not care if you are gay or lesbian, but why does it have to have a label?" So I guess she's fine with gay people, but she just is confused with the label thing. And also, my dad, I think he doesn't really care either because I have had my flags in my room. Like I have these tiny flags, and Chastity, she actually moved them for me, so she has acknowledged them very well that I have 2 flags. I have three. I have a non-binary, I have a gender fluid flag, and I have a pan flag. And they're all like 3 tiny flags in my room. Also, I have pronoun pins on my book bag, which my book bag is currently in my room, so I can't show you. But and I've brought my book bag to me with places with my dad. And my dad, he acknowledges this stuff, and he hasn't said a word about me to it. Like I don't think he cares, which is a good thing. But I still haven't told him I'm gay because I told him once in the car and he forgot about it. He thinks me and Scarlett are just friends.
Oh,
By the
but
way,
also,
not all my kids are gay. I do have some seriously straight ones.
also,
Time.
also,
How the
Do
fuck?
you?
How the fuck do you forget? Do you forget someone telling you that?
It
Like,
sounds
No,
like he
I don't know
chose
because
to forget.
okay, so I told my dad I have a girlfriend. Her name is Scarlett, and then like I think it was like a few months later. Hey, can me and Scarlett have a sleepover? And he said yeah, and he just thinks we're best friends. And all we did was play video games, but still.
Hey,
like,
y'all play
okay,
video games, all right?
like,
I mean,
No,
what?
they're
I don't.
teenagers, Momo.
Oh,
We're gonna slow
Jesus.
down.
Help.
Yeah.
I mean, I listen. We've already established, like, there's plenty of times I've been a shit parent, and I own that. But I can tell you clearly, I remember the day that my
Yeah.
daughter and I had the conversation.
No, not that kind of help, Mom.
Never in a million years would I forget that she told me that. Like,
My dad has really bad.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, like,
and I never brought it up again. I never brought it up again. It was only that one time.
okay, it was like the one time, like I was in Florida at the time. It was the first day that we were in Florida. Me, Mom Priscilla, and her boyfriend, were all there, and like they were like having like a little bit of a conversation out, and like relationship popped up. Some weird relationship stuff popped up, and I was just like, what the fuck? And then like my mom was just like, well, when you meet a boy, I'm like, I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna stop you right there because you are incorrect automatically. And then and then she's just like, what? I'm like, I was like mouthing lesbian, and then she was just like, what? And then eventually her boyfriend was just like lesbian, and then he corrects that, which I am grateful for that. But yeah, I think she probably just like chose to ignore the fact that I basically told her.
Yes.
Like that message.
Yes.
Like I have told you this and you forget. I mean, I know you have a lot of shit going on, but like still, I didn't expect you would forget.
I mean, and I don't mean to presume or make assumptions, but it sounds like Lena's dad kind of chose to not hear it to the extent to where it's like, he just kind of chose to forget because maybe it's hard for him to accept, even though he's accepting of the lifestyle, like her choice, but it's hard for him. I'm not
think it's
sure.
because he said I was too young at the time. That's why I was around 12 to 11. So.
Okay, hold on, time out. See, all right,
Also,
I'm gonna give you, nobody asked for this, but I'm gonna give you like my 30-second rundown on this, okay? Because this is something that infuriates the fuck out of me. And if I wanted to be a bigger creator, I would actually make TikToks about this shit. But here's my stance on it as a therapist. What the fuck are we doing? And I don't normally swear, but y'all, listen. Kindergartners. We ask our kids in kindergarten, oh, do you have a boyfriend yet? Do you have a girlfriend? We slap sexual orientation on kids in fucking kindergarten. But yet, when the kids tell us, no, I don't really like boys, I like girls, or no, I don't really like girls, I like boys, then all of a sudden it's, you're too young for that. You can't decide that. You don't know that. But we should have no problem slapping the label on them when they're fucking kindergartners. And I don't, I make it make sense. I don't.
grateful to say, I am grateful
get
to
it.
say none of my parents had ever done that.
Well, it's just they presume heteronormativity
Right, but
inherently.
then when you're not, they make it a deviant thing, right? It's not just enough
Yes.
that you don't align like they thought you did, right? That your orientation is different. That's not okay. There has to be some deviance to it, right? It's this whole bullshit. I'll bring in Snoop Dogg because he's the fucking
Oh, fuck
current
yeah.
thing situation. We'll just
Yes.
transition into that for a second, because that motherfucker has the gall to sit there and say he doesn't understand how to explain this to his kids when he's watching a movie that has LGBTQ representation in it. Motherfucker, why are you sexualizing it to begin with? Because I guarantee your kids have seen Bambi. That had a mother and a father heteronormative relationship. They've seen Cinderella, that had a dad and a stepmom in it, heteronormative relationship. They had Sleeping Beauty, heteronormative relationship. So we've already established family systems that are in movies, but all of a sudden, when it deviates from the heteronormativity of it, then you lack the brain capacity to explain it to your children. Like, there's nothing inherently sexual in these movies to begin with, but suddenly you're going to throw people that are of the same gender in it, and then you're sexualizing it, making it deviant.
I just want to know, Snoop Dogg, if you're listening, you're not, but if you're listening, were they ready for bitches and hoes? Were they ready for doggy style?
Right.
Were they ready for rolling down the street smoking Indo?
Exactly.
Like, I'm sorry.
Right.
This is my thing. Let me
How old were they when they started drinking gin and juice? Come on.
Right. Let me also interject this. And look, no disrespect to Uncle Snoop, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm not listening to no man who cheated on his wife 50, 11, 5,000 times, who has openly allegedly messed around with a porn star, and who also was a pimp for 2+ years with Bishop and them. I ain't trying to hear all that.
Damn.
Yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. We spilling the tea. We're spilling the tea tonight. Y'all know. Look, listen. Auntie Momo don't hold nothing for nothing.
And that's on period.
Well, and guys like him and Eddie Murphy, they love the dolls. They live for the dolls behind
Eddie Murphy used to get caught with us all the time.
Eddie Murphy, yes, Eddie Murphy definitely loves the girls.
I mean,
the trans
so it's
girls.
just like, how about you explain that to your kids?
Yeah, everybody in Hollywood knows that Eddie is openly pansexual. It's just we the public, we don't know, but people in Hollywood know.
But that's what kills me is the hypocrisy of it. Like, if you're pansexual, I could give two shits left. Great for you. That's awesome. But don't come out here and trash this community openly when you're doing this stuff on the down low. Like, don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, you and I both know, Auntie Sim, that it wasn't until 2020 that the DSM no longer recognized homosexuality or someone identifying trans as a mental illness.
Identifying trans, right? They changed that right. They changed it to gender dysphoria, and then they changed it as a stress condition rather than a stress-based condition rather than a mental disorder. And that's that's the other thing is like, I haven't done it as much lately because I just don't have the mental bandwidth for it. But I go on these lives on TikTok. I panel every now and then because as a therapist, I feel like it's my job, even outside of work, to advocate for the community. And
Mhm.
so I show up only in lives that are run by people within the LGBTQIA community. I'll show up with their permission and offer to panel, because I know at some point they're going to get a stupid motherfucker that comes in there and goes, well, they need therapy. They need mental health help. Really? Tell me more. Tell me more. And then
If
they'll come up
anything,
and then they'll say, well, it's in the DSM. It's a mental illness. Really? Tell you what, you idiot, give me the page that it's on. You tell me where you see that line by line for me. And I love challenging them. Nothing gives me greater pleasure, because it's like, I can sit there and talk to them, because it's like they don't know what the hell they're talking about, and it's not the flex that they think it is. It's like, okay, great. Let's even, number one, let's assume two things. Let's assume, okay, you're right, it's a mental illness. Okay. So what then? Your next question should be, what's the course of treatment for that? If it's a mental illness, how do we treat it within the community? Great question. Glad you asked. So the medical community has outlined the W path for the United States in this area, a treatment of care, right? That up to and includes gender affirming surgery. It doesn't have to be for everybody, but that's ultimately what, the ability to transition on whatever level you choose to is what's recommended. So when they come in there and they talk about getting mental health needs, it's like, I know the second you say that, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Because if you truly meant that and thought that you believed that, you would then try and understand what that looks like. Because your idea of mental health is to try and say that you're going to talk that person out of it, that there's some therapy exists that's going to make them magically not be that person. The conversion therapy that we know is all inherently harmful. So, but that's not what the standard of care that's recommended by the medical community does, because facts over feelings, there have been studies that have been done decades upon decades upon decades that have studied thousands and thousands of transgender people and LGBTQIA people. So this isn't a fad. This isn't just something that popped up last week or last election cycle. These people have been around for as long as time has been around and humans have been around. But humanity as a whole isn't ready to hear that yet and accept that. Sorry, I'm off my soapbox.
Britt, what was it we were saying last night about Sim being passionate about these sorts of things? I think, yeah, like like our probably our strongest cis ally right here.
Sorry, I get a little heated because
I think
that actually excited me to hear, because I don't think I've ever seen you panel, but like the fact that you purposely seek out trans, lives that are hosted, by trans people, and you're like, hey, can I help you from a mental health aspect? Because I know people will bring that up. Like, that's a really admirable thing to do.
Well, absolutely. And, listen, it's not admirable. This is what I call the bare minimum, right? It takes no work to not be an asshole. It takes zero work to not be an asshole. What the harm is being done by the community at large, right? The millions of people that are out there with the voice right now, unfortunately, are stronger than the people that have a clue. The community has supporters, but right now, the hatred and the ignorance is louder. And that's what that's where we have to balance the scales. And traditionally, the only way to balance that scale is to normalize the situation, which happens over time, again and again and again, re-exposure, right? Until they can't pretend that this is new anymore. We have to continue going out there going, yeah, you know what, guess what? This is a normal thing. Guess what? Yeah, maybe only 1% to 2% of people have it. Guess what? That's the same percentage of people that have green eyes, but you don't see people trying to lock them up or have them get help for it, but the percentage still exists, So it just, the bare minimum as a cisgender person that I can do is be one less asshole in the world. That's the bare minimum.
I agree. I agree with Sam. Like I said, it doesn't take much to be kind and generous and sweet to people, and also educate yourself so you won't be walking around here like an ignorant degenerate. Like, Jesus,
However, sometimes with ignorance, all we can do is let it lie because people will choose to live in it.
Well, and I think,
but we can educate.
I mean, when I get on, I didn't mean to cut you off, sweetheart. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. But I like what Sim is doing. Auntie Sim is doing is she's choosing to educate for those who truly don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think the people that are going to be the inherent haters, I mean, those people that want to live in the ignorance and don't want the information, there's nothing I'm gonna say that's gonna get to them, which is fine. But when I'm in those lives, even if I'm not talking to somebody on a panel who wants to listen, there's people in the comments that haven't come up that are listening. And I have a moment, a fraction of a moment to say something that might click with them in a way that they've never thought about it before.
Right.
And so that's my goal. It's not about the idiot that, the person with the face, but with a user screen name on TikTok, right? That's not what I'm there for. I'm there for people that are truly ignorant in the best way, like they truly just don't know, because maybe they've never met somebody in the LGBTQIA community before, right? Maybe they live in a small town and they have shitty role models and they don't get out much. So there's all kinds of reasons we're not exposed to diversity, right? So
Right.
my job is to do my part and kind of going, hey, guess what? They're not bad people just because you don't understand it. Like, if you met them, guess what? They're not that much different than anybody else. They're just trying to live their life and get through the day. They pay their bills just like you do. They get up, they put their pants on one leg at a time, just like you do. They have needs just like you do. I
They
mean,
have hopes and fears. They have dreams.
exactly.
It's almost
Exactly.
like
And guess what? If you
we're
leave them
human beings.
right, and guess what? If you left them the fuck alone, their life and your life would be much better for it.
Because if
Yeah.
anything, the reason mental health treatment is needed for like the LGBTQIA community is because of all the harm, is because of all the negative stigma that is the majority at present. And they need that extra support so that way they don't feel so isolated.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the extra step that a lot of people don't want to take when they start popping up statistics from studies and things, and they talk about the percentage of people that are in the LGBTQIA plus community about the level of depression and anxiety and substance use and things like that. And it's like, you're absolutely correct. Now, understand that correlation and causation are two different
Two
things,
different
right?
things.
And so whenever you've done any type of research and statistics class, that's one of the first things they teach you, right? So you can see numbers. That doesn't mean X is causing this.
Right.
It just means that this is the thing that we're seeing. But guess what? The reasons that we're seeing higher levels of these things in the community is because, well, we're cutting off their access to any resources through mental health, through funding. We're allowing discrimination in a workplace. So we're allowing that stress where they can't hold a job financially because we are making it allowable to cause fuck shit for them in their life so they can't pay their bills. So guess what? What's that going to do? Are they going to be happy and well adjusted and go, thank you, sir, may I have another? No, guess what? They're going to have thoughts of hurting themselves and killing themselves because we're cutting off all their resources. Go fucking figure.
Right.
So it's not inherently the fact that they're in that community that's the problem. That's not what the issue is. The issue isn't that. The issue is they're surrounded by too many bigots and asshats that are cutting off their restrictions and their access to a happy life.
Exactly, because it's the majority at present.
And with with that, we leave a lot of kids out there who are feeling unattached, who are feeling unable to fit in somewhere. And just to sort of bring this all full circle, that is part of the part of my philosophy as a mom, is to understand that the world is not listening to my kids. Some of their the people who are supposed to be listening are not listening. And so when Drew talks about being Drew or Hermie talks about being lesbian, then I'm the one that's going to remember that when Sam is talking about her struggles and her feelings of SI and things like that. I like for 27, 28 years of her life, she hasn't nobody's been there to listen to that. And when Britt and Kat talk about their parental estrangement or things like that, it's hard to feel like you're that babe out in the wilderness who is screaming and crying, but nobody is coming. And that to me is also how I was. as a child because I was growing up queer, trans, unheard, alone in a crowd, and screaming inside, but nobody was hearing it. And I'll be goddamned if another generation has to go through that without somebody to hear it, without and I'm this may be a little bit simplistic, but a girl needs her mom.
Yeah, I have to say this. When it comes to, it wasn't until I was much older when I realized there are some people with horrible mothers, and that woman that y'all just saw, phenomenal.
Not one of
You
them,
know,
right?
absolutely phenomenal.
We love Hurricane Mama.
Yeah.
Hurricane Mama is weird. She says hello, but
Hello.
Mom, everyone says hi.
Hi.
Said hi. That they be blessed. Wait, hold on. Let me unplug.
Yeah, and by the way, I just want to add that it shouldn't take having to know someone from any given community for people to fucking get it. It shouldn't take, oh, well, now that I've met someone in that community and I see their struggles, now I give a shit. Now I understand. Now I don't want to actively harm that person, right? It shouldn't take that. We should have empathy as human beings for people that are different from us, and to be able to look at them and go, that person's experience is different from mine, and that's okay. And they're going through some shit and they're being targeted, and that's not okay. So I care enough about that to stand up and say, hey, that's not right. I may not fully understand what they're going through in their life. That's okay. They don't need me to fully understand. They just need me to help them and not be somebody who's actively targeting them, and to stand up against the people that are, because sometimes that's what matters most, is to speak up and stand next to that person and go, hey, I see you being targeted. I got you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be that voice on the other end attacking you. I'm going to stand beside you. So I'm going to take the licks with you if I need to. And that shouldn't be like an amazing thing. Again, that should be the bare minimum. But it seems like as a society, we don't give a shit until we've personalized it on some level, until we've met somebody or been impacted on some level by somebody in that community that we can relate to it.
Yo,
Hermie,
Hermie.
did you have something you wanted to say? It looks like you're bursting at the seams.
Basically, like, one time there was this time that I like basically came out as a lesbian in my school, and like nobody really gave a shit, but like yeah. And then okay, there was one point, I've probably already told this to y'all, but there was this one point that it was like last year in 7th grade, where this guy had like, he was a grade above me. He was in 8th grade. Had like told me that I was like his girlfriend and stuff, that I had his number. I'm like, no. Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Like, and then like I was just like, no, I'm a lesbian. And then he's just like, well, I can turn you straight. I'm like, no, you look like a burnt rat on the side of the road in broad daylight. Okay, let's be so for real. Okay, and then yeah, let's be so for real. The only thing you can turn straight is a gay man. But anyways, then like, and then
my genes, everybody, right here. Yes.
And then like after a little, and it got to a point where I didn't even want to be in a 6-foot radius of that person, because what the fuck? Stop pestering me, you little bitch. So every time when I went into study hall, we only had like the same study hall, so that was where that originally happened. And so I always like went to the to like the headphone cabinet, grabbed a pair of headphones, and just plopped them on immediately, so that like I could be like, oh, I'm not listening to anybody. So yeah, and
No,
then
you need to
and
do what
then
I did in social skills class. You need to go, you know how I'm not acknowledging you? That means I don't care.
and then and then there was and then I just slapped on some Epic the Musical. It was all good. But then at one point I was working on my math homework. I was listening to Epic the Musical, my headphones were in, and then like the same guy, like like one day like was just like calling me by my name, like yeah, calling me by my name. That was fine. Like it was fine. Like anyone at my school could call me by my original name because yeah, I didn't know that I liked Hermie, like the name Hermie at the time, but like yeah. And then so and then when I didn't respond, he started using like pet names. I'm like, bitch, be so for real.
Oh, you
Like
are so lucky I wasn't there because I would have been like, motherfucker, she don't want nothing to do with you.
See, this
I
is
wouldn't
I'm
the
have
like,
this
said
is the
nothing.
the
I wouldn't have
sibling.
said nothing. Y'all just would have seen this going hanger to you know what, hanger to you know what.
Like, you know, Princess
and
and the
then
Frog?
yeah, I know that.
When a woman says later, she means not ever. Now move along.
Yup.
I ain't talking, I'm swinging.
And then I'm just
Are-
like, I'm just gonna ignore that. And I kept on listening to Epic the Musical. Eventually, it stopped. So that's
You know,
good.
this is Sim, I think this is the episode where I've talked the absolute least because I've just been sitting here listening to all this
Hermie, you want to know what you should
amazingness
have done to
around.
this boy? You should have told him to wear a bra to school one day and you could keep pinging his bra strap and maybe he'll understand what it's like to have the shoe on the other foot.
Or
Again,
on the other
I ain't saying
chest.
nothing. I'ma just grab him, hanger
Oh God, no, not the hanger. No more
Mhm.
hangers. At least it's not a wire hanger, right, Sheila?
I mean,
Right,
shoot,
right.
Lena, you're muted.
Or a two
Lena,
by
you're
four.
muted.
You're
I
muted,
mean,
Lena.
shoot.
No more wire hangers.
I just
Yeah, no.
realized that.
Little do
You know
Oh
what
my
I
God.
would do if I were
You know,
there?
my mom loves
What?
Kirby, you know what I would do if I were there?
What?
my mom
Again.
loves to show
I
us
thought
that
you all were
movie.
ignoring me.
What'd
Oh
you
my
say,
God,
Brett?
Brittany,
You all were
I was about
ignoring
to say what
me.
you're
And then
saying.
eventually,
Wait, what was Britt
and then
saying there?
So my biological mom Dina, she actually used to like show us that movie.
Oh,
Like,
mommy dearest.
yeah, to be like, see, look at how much worse I could be as a mom. Look at how bad she is.
and
No,
then
no, no.
okay.
That's not a tutorial
She
on how much
literally
more
did
fucked
that.
up you could be. Like, that's not the way to take that movie.
My mother used to say, well, you
Okay.
know, in Bible times they would have stoned you.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I'm
Oh
like,
shit.
And then
okay.
So
okay.
be thankful
Fuck
for the
that.
trauma I'm giving you rather than the trauma you
Listen,
could be having.
Right.
listen. My mama's favorite
That
one
could
was
be
I
her.
brought you into this world now and I'll take you out.
Yeah.
And then
Shoot.
okay.
Okay.
And then at one point, it finally the thing ended. Like they were just
Oh,
like,
thank
oh yeah,
goodness.
me and her, and then like he was just like, oh yeah, me and her broke up. I was just like, thank fucking God, we were never together in the first place. But thank fucking God, you'll stop pestering me. Oh my goodness.
I would have
I
literally
love the
went Regina
camaraderie.
George and printed out a bunch of flyers. She don't like him, that kind of thing, and just tossed him around the hallway haphazardly. Hermie does not like so and so.
Well, I have to say this as the pilot of the ship, I'm gonna take the controls just a little bit here. But my heart is full tonight. Honestly, my heart. There's been several times where I've had to just kind of choke back a tear or two because all of you, and Hurricane Girls included, all of you family, you give me a piece of my life that I never knew before. And you gave me so much to live for, all of you. When days when I would want to give up, I can just look at you, Britt. I can look at your face. I can look at Alice. I can look at Kat. I can look at Sam, Hermie, Lena, Ev, and you too, Sim and Momo. Y'all put so much into my heart, and tonight my cup runneth over. It's just so amazing to see all of you here, and I hate that we're at the end of the show right now because I feel like
Damn.
we all
What?
have
We
I feel
are?
like
Nah.
we're an hour and a half show now,
An hour.
and yeah, and it's
Wait.
right at an hour and a half, and
I wanna hold
I
on.
don't honestly don't want to end it, but I have my heart is full tonight. So
I want
when
to,
we
okay, before this thing ends, I want to show one of my, like a redesign of one of my characters I
okay,
drew. Okay, because I know we all love my art. I have two character redesigns,
My
actually.
art, I would share my
See.
screen. I would
See,
share my
there's,
screen and show my art, but I don't know if y'all would.
before
like,
we
there's this,
before we go, and I love
But-
that
That's so
artwork.
good.
there's this one, and then the other one is, this one.
The artworks
have
don't
artwork
ever
with
really
me.
get on Spotify.
I drew this.
But
If it'll.
I know, but like if they're watching the show like this, then
Damn.
they'll see it.
so what I want to
Oh.
do, and what we do at the end of each show is we do around the table of final thoughts, so that we can all sum up our feelings for the night and put a cap on it. And since she has been the captain of the ship tonight,
Ice cream.
Sim, I want to start with you. What are your final thoughts for tonight?
I'm just, I don't know. I feel very lucky to be part of, you know, a great family, and kind of watching it bloom on a daily basis and change and evolve. Yeah, I feel lucky to have stepped into this at the right time, and to watch everybody just grow into awesome people. You know, it gives me great joy.
Morgan, final thoughts from you.
I'm so happy. Like we get to see all of the daughters together, and they're so beautiful and so smart and so caring. But y'all, TT Morgan is tired. I just want to cuddle up with y'all uncle and watch The Sword and the Stone and eat candy and popcorn and call it a day.
I hear that. I'm up for the her kids tonight. I'm gonna start and go youngest to oldest here. So youngest, that's you, Lena. Even though Morgan thought you were the oldest one. So you know.
That's not funny. I really did not know, and I feel so horrible because y'all know
I didn't know she was
I
minor
am
either.
quoting you on that. I am literally going
If you've been looking at the chat, you can see Morgan thought that I was like 19 or 20.
I did too.
Yes. Like,
I thought you were like 15 when I first met you, so it's reasonable.
My youngest three are all 13, so
I am. Oh my god.
Anyway, Lena, your
Wait,
final thoughts for tonight.
You have 3 daughters that are 13. What?
Ev, Hermie, and you.
Oh yeah, wait.
Well,
I was confused.
Ev
I
is
forgot
so
about
big.
Ev. I forgot about Ev. Okay. My final thoughts is that I was really glad to be here, and sorry I kept looking at my phone. I kept getting text messages.
It's okay.
But I'm overall really glad to be here in general. I was glad to connect with all of you and just get to talk out my thoughts and feelings.
I love it. Hermie, you're the next one.
So I feel like I'm glad to like see like literally all of you. I'm glad that I made you laugh with that one comment too, because like yeah. Also I just am like glad that I got to share like my input on things too. Like when like everyone was like talking about different things, that I had my own input on my past experiences with stuff. And like just to like talk with y'all in general was great. Like I don't know, I haven't talked to all of y'all like this much in a long while, so it feels a bit refreshing in a way.
Agreed. Sam, you're the next one. It's so good to see you tonight, by the way.
I was feeling like kind of still in a funk, but I'm definitely feeling a lot better now that I got to connect with you guys and got the reassurance that I needed. And I feel a lot more comfortable about opening up now. And then also, for any of you, I'll go back to county. So as long as you bail me out and get me a good attorney, I mean, because I mean, I learned some shit in Dallas County and how
Listen,
Hey,
accidents can
if any of
happen.
y'all
hey,
catch,
I'm
listen,
three
if any
hours
of y'all
away.
catch a felony, yes, I will be there for you, but there will be long lectures involved. So please don't make me do that.
Well,
My
I mean,
man,
it
my
wouldn't
man
be
Nobody needs to
got
be catching
connects.
felonies.
it wouldn't be felony bad. It'd just be like something happened to where I found out someone's secret and it
Just
got
remember this live is
exploited.
recorded and can be used as the court of law.
Exactly.
No,
I know some people who know some people, and that's all I'm gonna say. But
right?
I
Yeah.
know
So
some people who know some people, and I'm not far. We both
Raise
in
your
the
hands
same
if you're
state.
gay for the stay.
The what?
oh no. Oh no.
Who?
I
What?
had to tell everyone.
Gay for the what?
So you're
I'll
So
either
explain that. I'll explain that to you, Hermie. So essentially while you're Mom, do I have your permission to explain that
go
to
for
her?
it. Go for it. What the hell?
So essentially, while you're in jail or prison, people want comfort. They want companionship. And so even though they go in straight as a line, they come out a noodle got wet and things happen because of that
Mm-hmm.
companionship. And it's safe to say they were gay for that stay until they get released and they go back to their mans or woman or whatever the fuck.
Tim, it's gonna
And
be okay. I
to
promise.
confirm as a former CEO, to confirm, baby, it was a whole bunch of that. The dudes, the so-called dudes, when they wives and girlfriends would come and visit, they be kissing them, and then in the back,
Uh-huh.
they go back there with the girls,
See what you
and
started, Cat.
mhm, all of that for commissary and other extra blankets.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kat, you're the next one up. Your final thoughts for the night.
First of all, just so glad, Sam, that we got to see you. I was so worried about you with like your health stuff, and I just think about you a lot. Also, Brittany, I'm not even just saying this, you look gorgeous today.
Right?
Like your makeup,
Yes.
everything, like you, girl. Like
Stunner. All of
you might
you,
not be feeling
honestly.
the
But
best, but I
yeah.
promise you look
You
like you
look
feel
it.
the best.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. We're all fucking gorgeous here. I'm
If
gonna
I
We
say.
tried
are,
to do
but
what Britt did, I would look like a raccoon.
I'm exhausted.
I wanted to get my makeup done
I do
before I
this.
got here.
One more
I
person
do
who
this
calls
kind of makeup
themselves.
like
One more
I
person who
do
calls
this.
themselves. Hold on, Hermie. One more person who says anything but beautiful about themselves. Y'all are getting the hanger or the
Okay, like
comb.
okay. I do this makeup like you like when I feel like it. I just do
You look
this makeup. This
beautiful.
is my regular.
And then
Britt,
last but not least, sorry. Can you guys see me down there?
Britt.
Look at
Oh my
that. Look at
gosh,
that
look at the baby
baby.
bump. Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
Big.
Oh,
Hello. Hello, baby.
that is my grandson
Hello,
there.
baby.
Oh my God.
The
Oh,
big guy.
my heart is full. So, last but not least, definitely not least, Big Sister Britt, what's your final thoughts for tonight?
I think I've told you this a lot. I have always been searching for a mother figure, and when I found that in you, I didn't I kind of said it jokingly, and I didn't expect it to be anything, but it just turned out to not only be the love and acceptance from you, but all of this additional family that came along with it, the love and support, just without question. And it means a lot to me. So I love you guys.
I love you too. Now I get to give my final thoughts. I've been sitting here quietly absorbing everything and trying not to cry.
I'm shocked, and it didn't even require duct tape.
Incredible.
All right, you get the duct tape later. Okay.
Promise?
Um,
What?
Momo, you and Sim, honestly, sisters. Like I I know I know when I need something I can call either one of y'all. I can, if I need to have something I need to talk about, y'all are first in line to help, and I love my hurricane sisterhood. All of the hurricanes who are not here tonight, Abby, um and Mary, um and all you in the chat there, all y'all. I my bio family couldn't do nearly the shit that y'all do. They couldn't be ours to do it.
I am one of
So,
your bio family. What are you talking about?
well, listen, I'll get to you in a minute there, Hermie. But yeah, as you are Hermie, y'all last it was last weekend or weekend before when we went to Pride. Hermie knew I was about to pass out. I was struggling. I was really in a health crisis there for a moment, and Hermie would not leave my side. Like she literally had to be in physical contact with me the whole time to make sure that I was okay. So when I tell you my bio family doesn't do anything, but Hermie is my bio family, and she does everything. She's my guardian angel. And I'll say that because I'll start with you, Hermie. Like from the moment that they brought you out of the operating room and put you in my arms, that was it for me. I knew I was a mom for the rest of my life. I knew I knew I was hooked on being a mother, and I always thought that you would be the only one, and you were enough for me. Like you raising you has been the proudest achievement of my life, and the young woman that you've become over your years, I'm so fucking proud. I'm so proud all the time, and seeing how talented you are and how amazing you are and how you carry yourself. I really can't say enough about how proud I am of you as my
Also,
child.
I like stayed at home by myself for a whole entire day on Sunday, and I learned how to cook ramen. So I am
There you
progressing.
go. Learning how to do the damn thing. Lena, since you came into my life 2 or 3 years ago, uh like you've been a powerhouse.
Oh,
Like
thank
you
you.
have a social battery that is inexhaustible. Like I've never met someone, child or adult or otherwise, who will go to a place and be like, you know what, I'm gonna find a new friend, spot that friend, go over and not stop until they become your friend. But also you
Okay.
since the earliest days of knowing you, I, I've felt the soul within you, the artist, the struggling artist inside you. And I know you want to do great things, and I know you can't wait to grow up. It'll come eventually. But thank
No,
you.
I don't want to grow up.
Well, you
I don't
don't,
want to. I don't want to be
but
a kid.
Lena does. But I just want you to know that you are like I look at you and I take inspiration off of your fire and your spark.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm glad that you're in my life. Sam,
I'm glad that you're in
let
my
me say
life
to
too.
Ev too. Ev is out there. Ev Ev is just a kind soul. And there are times they don't talk too much, but when they do, it's like to say something. When they reach out, they mean it, and I love that. And I miss them being here tonight. Sam, like you're so fucking smart, and you're so driven despite all the things that have come in front of you. Like most people wouldn't be alive now if they were in your situation. Most people would have just given up, and you don't. No matter what happens to you, you still have your aspirations and dreams. And even though I know you're struggling so fucking hard, I don't want you
Thank
to
you.
ever feel like you can't come to me or any of your family here, because we all want you to be with us. We all want you to be okay. And when you go into the hospital, all of it. Let me tell you, the text chain that goes around,
Aw.
like we're all checking in on you. Everybody's asking me how's Sam doing.
Yeah,
And
I get overly worried, so
yeah. So they're your family. We care about you and we love you and I love you especially, and I'm so glad that I get to be the one you call mama. Because you're
Thank
always gonna be
you.
mama. That's great. Like it's the best honor.
Thank you.
Kat, you and I have spent some hours on the phone just talking and getting to know each other, talking about literally anything. Like, there's no telling where we're gonna go with a conversation ever. And you're just like the cutest pregnant person that I know. And I see how hard you're working and how hard you're struggling to keep your head above water, and you have this fight in you. Like they say, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog, right? You you see something, you want it, you go for it, and you get it. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't, and if you don't, you know that you are strong enough to get through it, and I love that about you. But I also love the fact that I get to fill that part in you that needed the part in you that needed to have that person cheerleading you on.
I really don't
And
know what I'd do without you. I'm serious.
make it through this show without crying. I promise I will. I don't
I
know
don't
what I'd
know.
do.
My tears, like my tears, like I'm happy crying on the inside, but my tears just no. They're just
yeah.
they're just like no.
Your tears are like,
We're not gonna
no,
pour out your eyes.
we're not fucking up our makeup this close to the end of the show. I get it,
No, no,
guys.
no, no. It
Please
usually
me.
happens. It
I
usually
don't have
happens
makeup
whether I'm
on.
okay, okay. It usually happens like even when I'm like sad crying or like happy crying, whatever it is. Like my tears, they just don't. They just don't because like I don't know.
Just wait until that estrogen really starts to kick
And
in.
then
Yeah.
I mean, I did cry that one time when I got like really bad period cramps like
Y'all,
in the middle of the
let's
night, but
not
like
let her get away with this because she cried in Space Jam.
I it was Bugs
Yes.
Bunny. Oh my gosh. Bugs Bunny got deleted on that one scene. Oh my god.
Yes.
I cried. I cried.
But Kat,
But like
I don't know
when
what
it comes
I'd
to Rengoku's death,
But Kat,
when it comes
what
to
I
like
was saying before is that you said that you don't know what you'd do without me, but I don't know what I've done my whole entire life without you. And I'm glad I don't have to know for the rest of my life what I would do because you're here. And I'm happy that you are. And if you ever think that you're the last chosen kid, y'all are all my first chosen kids. Y'all are my A team, okay? Which brings me to your sister and my oldest daughter, Britt. And
wait, y'all
the
two are
mother of
sisters? Like actually?
they're actually half sisters, right? Same mom, just not this one, but also the same mom. Yeah. So anyway,
Yep.
I digress. Britt, you have my heart. All you have had my heart since the day one, and I will never abandon you. I know that's the thing you worry about the most. I will always be here as long as I have breath in my lungs. And that same goes for the rest of you too, and the sisters here. I choose you. I choose all of you. Y'all are y'all are the
I need to
best thing
cry,
that
but
ever
my
happened to
foundation
me.
was $48.
Damn.
I don't know.
Y'all,
It's like a meme that I saw, but it's like I need to cry, but
Lord.
my makeup took forever.
y'all are the best thing that ever happened to me. And I can't tell you how much that means to me. Whenever everybody is like, yeah, you collect kids like Pokemon. No, I collect who the universe needed me to collect, who the
Oh.
goddess and the gods and goddesses put in my path. That's who I am here with, and I have loved each of you, Evelina, Hermie, Britt, Kat, Sam, each of you since the moment that there was a you to love that I knew.
Thank you.
Such a special human.
And I hope you never forget it. And anytime that you need anything, if you just want to just fucking just blow off steam, call your mama. And if you're hurting, especially, call your mama, because that's what I'm here for forever until I'm gone.
Is Hermie using a flag so that she doesn't cry?
I think so.
I
Yeah,
couldn't find
it
my
is.
Ace flag fan.
It's not Hurricane Girls. It's not Hurricane Girls until somebody's cried. And this time it wasn't. Mary's not here, so somebody else had to do it.
Hey, listen, in honor of Abby, I showed my kitty cat, so I did my part.
Pussy on the screen,
I
yes.
did my part.
Yes.
There you go.
In
And
exchange
by
for
the
a honey
way,
bun.
happy birthday to my first grandchild. 1 year old.
Yay!
You got her to 1 year old. That's all. Listen.
Happy birthday
Good job,
to
Mom.
you. Happy birthday to you.
That
Happy
being
Mine has
said,
flown by.
to the hurricane baby.
I'm actually working on her gift right now as we speak.
that being said, we are at the end of the show tonight, and Renee Bell from Gilmore Girls will be with us next week. And this has been just a special show for me. This is one I'll be listening to later on tonight, and probably for a long time to come. And if y'all want to listen to it, it'll be on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, usually post after midnight. It will be here on youtube.com at Hurricane Girls. So you can come back and watch the live replay anytime. And Hermie has gone into dance mode here. It does seem, yeah. So
Mom, I forgot to tell you, your chair sounds like it's under a lot of stress.
Good night.
That's another story
I'm
for,
going to
for
bed.
work. Oh my God. I forgot I told you that.
I'm going to
Yeah.
bed.
All right. Next week, Renee Bell from Gilmore Girls. Same time, same place, 8:00 p.m. Eastern. And we'll be over on WHTR 24/7, Hurricane Girls there. And I don't even know how to close this other than to just say, you know what? We should probably go out with the song. And nothing better to go out with, in my opinion, than the theme from Hurricane Girls, which is used by permission, Girls Girl by Haley Mae Campbell. And or Hurricane Sim, Hurricane Morgan, Hurricane Lena, Hurricane Hermie, Hurricane Sam, Hurricane Cat, and Hurricane Britt. I am Hurricane Sheila Chappelle, America's ex-girlfriend in Category 5, Hurricane Girl, and mom with a full heart tonight, saying, chin up, tits out, girls. We will be as soon as I can get the song ready, we'll go to the song here.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you guys.
Love you.
I love you all.
You do too.
I still want to hear those stories, Aunt Momo.
Oh, listen.
Here we go with the song.
Listen.
Let's do this.
If you wanna know where I got what I'm wearing, I'm gonna tell ya. Yeah, I'm gonna tell ya. If there's a creep at the bar that keeps staring, I'm gonna help ya. Yeah, I'm gonna help ya. I'll tuck in your tag and I'll zip up your dress. If you're mad, go ahead. You can be mean for a sec. I'm an always got time for my girls, girl. Wherever you are in the world, girl, I'll be right there when you call me up. If you need to cry or wanna get drunk, I'll be your number one hype girl. I got your back in a fight, girl. Round after round, I'm always down. There ain't no doubt I'm a girl's girl. I've never talked to your ex at a party. If he's dead to you, he's dead to me too. If you wanna take down the whole patriarchy, I'll get in the group chat, I'll get you an army. I'm an always got time for my girls, girl. Wherever you are in the world, girl, I'll be right burned down a bridge. I'm an always got time for my girls, girl. Wherever you are in the world, girl, I'll be right there when you call me up. If you need to cry or wanna get drunk, I'll be your #1 hype girl. I got your back in a fight, girl. Round after round, I'm always down. There ain't no doubt I'm a girl's girl. Yeah, there ain't no doubt I'm a girl's girl. Hey. Woo! Round after round, I'm always down. There ain't no doubt I'm a girl's girl.
Hey, it's me, Sheila. That was our special HURRI-KIDS episode. Got one of my HURRI-KIDS still here. Yeah, she says, hold on. I've been talking to Britt on text during the show as we've been watching. And tomorrow I'll get to see Drew or Lena as she went by in this. And then here comes um Hurricane Hermie at some point in time. Just want to let you all know. Oh, there she is. Okay. Hey.
At this point, just yeah.
Yeah, just letting everybody know that we'll be back with new shows in season 4. A new year with Lamb Chop, the Lamb Chop, and Mallory Lewis. We'll be talking with the bands Noxie and Try Anyway. And on the 20th of January, this girl, Hermie Chappelle. The week before that, we'll be talking to my other daughter, Britt Chappelle, who we'll be talking about parental estrangement. And I'm so excited for all those shows, for everything that we're doing. Everything we're doing. I'm so excited. I've got the hiccups now. So yeah.
Yeah, the reason it's gonna be on the 20th for me is because my birthday is like my birthday is on January 18th, so it's the Tuesday like after that.
January 18th. And you'll be how old this time?
14.
14. What the fuck? But yes, we're gonna leave this broadcast here tonight. Chin up, tits out, ladies. Here is one of my songs with all of my children's names in it. This is Clinging to the Reason.
Sitting alone, suffering in silence, fighting my own mind's quiet violence. Every thought I have says, girl, just check out. Head full of echoes made from self-doubt. Why couldn't I have been born right? Why can't I go to sleep at night? But when my mind drifts toward that gun, my heart snaps back to my loved ones. I wanna see hurt me graduate. I wanna help Ev on the path he takes. I wanna see Drew finally sell her art. I wanna help Sam step out of the dark. I wanna watch Katie be a great mom. I wanna see Britt come into her own. And against all odds, maybe I'll Get up each morning, move my ass. Another day on the right side of the grass. I do my work with all my power, so I can live in the after hours. Talk to my loved ones every chance I